Go for partridge.
The partridge is in the pear tree. We are go for launch.
Vehicle.
Dash away.
Engines. Dash away. Partridge.
Dash away.
Dash away.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Yeah. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time you are watching this. This is Sam Prentice, and of course, my faithful fellow Mr. Lee. How the devil are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm really well, Sam. Yeah, really good, thank you. How are you?
I'm amazing. Have you got your new Droid Builders calendar that we've just been advertising?
I have indeed. Oh, yes.
Have you had a nice flick through the pages?
Yeah, I have. And I must warn people, when we give them the link and all these people rush out to buy them, just be careful when you separate the pages because they are stuck together. So, yeah.
Is that a child's thing?
I don't know. He doesn't really love this calendar, so I'm not sure how much he loves the calendar. But yeah, just be careful, guys and girls. It's yeah, it's a great calendar. Really good, really good.
Oh, look at this. It's Les.
Oh, very good. Yeah, yeah. Mine's in here as well, of course. And credit to Nick as always as well. He seems to get a credit every damn show. But you know, Nick again has pulled out the bag, really nicely put together. And oh, funny enough, it's open on the same page. Are you I don't know. There you go. But yeah, it's great, and for a really good charity as well, of course. All profits go to Calm. We're getting closer to that £10,000 that we want to raise, which I'm sure we'll break by the end of the year. But yeah, please buy the calendars, and they'll make a great gift as well. There's even one hanging up in Pinewood as we speak.
And don't forget the stickers for the Droid Holiday Special that is coming up on Sunday, the 6th of December, which is going to be officially our live show from your studio. Is that right?
It is, yes, indeed. Yeah, I think we might try and get out and about as well, but we haven't shot it yet. But we're going to do our best. We're going to see what we can do as lockdown allows. And come hell or high water, I think we've got plans, Sam. Whatever the lockdown situation is, we will be here in my studio together with my boys again, doing the video mixing, what have you, live. And for, was it 12 o'clock midday till 5 in the afternoon, I believe. So
sounds about right. That sounds about right. And we've got some great sponsors again, including somebody that's just given us a load of video gear, basically to shoot the show. So I'm eternally grateful.
Wow.
I'll obviously announce that a little bit closer to the time, probably on the day actually, when I've got all the literature and everything together. So what have we got coming up on the show?
Right, coming up on the show. Today's show, I presume you mean, yeah? Right
now.
Right, okay. Right, we've got, I think it's your turn to do the news, isn't it? So I don't know what you've got for this, but I'm sure you've got something going on, so we look forward to that. We've got a news item, followed by, Sam and Lee cup of tea. We go to Bristol, don't we?
We go to Bristol this week, and we see James Furtado, long-term R2 builder.
Absolutely. We've got a new segment from Giles, where it's an insight into a droid. We're going to have different droids each time, I believe, which Oz has kindly put together for us.
Which is called Droids in Focus.
Droids in Focus, that's the word. Thank you very much, Sam. Yeah, I'm trying not to look at my prompt sheet down in front of me. I'm trying to be professional here and just keep looking at the screen. And I think that's it. Yeah. Oh, I know, we've got a special guest.
Yeah, we're speaking with Michael Bagley.
We are.
King of Droids.
Yes, standing by. Good stuff.
Indeed.
So it's going to be a little bit shorter than normal because, you know, we're doing it this way. But yeah, it should be fun. Stay tuned, and there's going to be some fun and laughs and the usual shenanigans going on, I'm sure.
But first, it's the news.
Let's cut to the news.
Good evening. Good evening. This is Sam Prentice, and this is the Droid Builders News. First and foremost, if you haven't got yourself a Droid Builders UK calendar for 2021, pick it up on our website, www.droidbuilders.uk. Over 50% has already been sold, and all profits go to charity. And also pick up one of these fantastic Droid Builders Holiday Special stickers. And let's carry on with the news. First up, familiar looking droids found at Galaxy's Edge. Information has just recently come online about this Disney Droid Depot pack of 5 droids, retailing apparently at $50. Robot expert explains how he tells the weights of robots.
You tell the weight of it as it looks at
Yeah. The UK R2 Builder committee members met this week and discussed DB UK for next year at Harper Adams University, and also the extension due to lockdown of MOTs for another 6 more months. And breaking news just in, Sam and Lee and a cup of tea is affected by coronavirus social distancing issues. Have you ever had a bad cup of tea?
No.
Oh, well, that answers that one. Thanks, mate. Bye. And finally, Rancho Obi-Wan is having a comedy gala with Oliver Steeples, Michael McMaster, and Mr. Lee Towersey. Let's bring him into focus just for a second. Lee, tell me a little bit about Rancho Obi-Wan's. Is it a comedy gala?
No, it's not, mate. No,
But you're in it, Lee and Oliver and Michael.
Come on now. Where's your invite? Did you get invited? I didn't see you on the schedule.
No, I'm not as big time. You know, I'm not.
Right. Enough of that. No, you're all right, by the way. Even after your little stumble, you're okay.
Yeah, I'm all right. It's I've got a bit of lockdown.
Jacket looks a bit tight.
Lockdown jacket, yeah. But you know,
Okay.
it's all right. It'll be fine. You know. Anyway, tell us more about Rancho Obi-Wan.
Yeah. So of course, hence the t-shirt. I thought I'd keep it topical. And yeah, so 12 p.m. as you say, US time, 8 p.m. UK time. I think the best time to tune in if you're not going to watch the whole thing is 1:34 p.m. to be precise. That's US time. That's when I'm on. So that is 9:34 p.m. UK time, and that's followed by Oliver Steeples. We've got Michael McMaster being interviewed, Ben Burt is being interviewed, and many other interesting people. So yeah, give it a go. Raise money for charity and some cool items for sale, I believe, and various insights and tour around Rancho Obi-Wan. It's usually a live event. People go and have dinner and what have you, and get entertained. But unfortunately, due to these COVID times, it's going to be an online event. So it should be good.
What are you talking about then?
Oh, the usual stuff, Sam.
All right. I'm sure someone will be
I just had
interested.
questions that I had to answer, so there you go. 9 minutes, so it doesn't take too long.
It's all good. It's all good. Right then, moving on swiftly then. Sam and Lee and a cup of tea.
Indeed.
Sam and Lee, Sam and Lee, Sam and Lee, and a cup of tea. Sam and Lee, Sam and Lee, Sam and Lee, and a cup of tea. It's Sam and Lee, Sam and Lee, and a cup of tea. It's Sam and Lee, Sam and Lee, and a cup of tea.
Today on Sam and Lee and a cup of tea, we are in Bristol, southwest England. It's known for its independent spirit, an example of which is its own currency, cleverly called the Bristol Pound. I wonder how long it took them to come up with that name. Bristol's top tourist attraction is an old wooden boat. It's called the SS Great Britain, and Bristol is the world's largest manufacturer of hot air balloons. Shown here is one of their busiest days, dispatching balloons to their many customers. Bristol is home of the Clifton Suspension Bridge, and also it has its own university, where many clever people invented many clever things, including Ribena, mobile phones, fake snow, driverless pods, Wi-Fi, and they even studied the perfect technique to biscuit banking. Mysterious street artist Banksy is believed to live in Bristol, with many pieces of his work appearing in and around the area, one being this, his well-hung lover, which is on a wall of a sexual health clinic. There's street art everywhere. The first chocolate Easter egg was made by J.S. Fry in Bristol, Wallace and Gromit come from Bristol, and they've even got their own zoo. And finally, Mr. Dave Prowse, Darth Vader himself, is a Bristolian. That's Bristol. I think I managed to mention it about 10 times. If you haven't guessed already, we are in Bristol. This is our first visit, Mr. James Furtado. And here we see him making his tea for himself and us. And I see he squeezed the bags out before adding milk. There's 1, there's 2, and oh no, he's forgotten his by the looks of it. And the addition of milk. Choice of bag, incidentally, here is a PG Tips standard tea bag, which is one of my favourites. And he's adding the milk to his. I wonder if he's forgotten his tea bag. This will be interesting. See what the outcome is here. And addition of sugar for James. 1, 2 sugars, and a 3rd sugar. Wow, that's a really sweet tooth. And there we go. Oh no, he's remembered his tea bag. And just like the others, where does it go? Yep, on the floor. Nice. And then can you manage it? Ding, ding. No, that's 3, not the 2. Try again, James. 2 dinks, please. Dink, dink. That's better. Thank you very much. And now there's the tea bags. We'll sort them out later. Let's get on with the interview. James,
Morning,
thanks for having us around. Good morning. How are you?
Not too bad, not too bad.
Coping well with lockdown?
Yeah, keeping busy and occupied.
Which tea, by the way? We ought to be drinking our tea while we're here as well.
Well, I thought it was going to be handy for me.
Well,
actually.
yeah.
Oh, we need 2 types.
There we go.
Oh, there's a different tone to that one.
Yeah, that's the,
Wow.
that's why I had to choose the right ones.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he did.
Cheers, James.
Cheers, James. Well done.
Cheers. No, we didn't.
Cheers. Have a lovely cup of tea. So, James, I noticed when you were making a cup of tea this morning that you had 3 sugars and you left your bag in yours when you were putting your milk in.
Yes.
But you didn't do that with ours.
No.
Are you trying to get some favouritism here with the way that you made the cup of tea?
No, it wasn't like that at all. I just generally forgot.
Okay. I just think that unusual that, I usually put the milk in when the bag is in there still. I don't take the bag out
Yeah.
and then milk.
No, I usually do that. Take the bag out and then put the milk in.
So James Furtado, RC builder extraordinaire, been in the game since 1984.
Yeah.
Long time.
How long have you been building, James?
Started building 2011.
Right.
Yeah, and then finished in 2014.
Great. It looks great. What got you into building? What triggered it?
I've always obviously loved Star Wars and just science fiction in general. And we went to an event in Corsham, and the idea being at the time was my son was really into Boba Fett, and Jeremy was going to be there. So I thought, right, 2 birds, 1 stone, Saturday afternoon, job done. We've gone down there, and there were some builders there, and they'd actually built an R2 and an R6, I think, out of wood. So I was like, wow, that's something I could do. Like this, I'm into woodwork, I could do that. Have a go. So and my son looked at me as he does, young dad, and goes, "Can you make one, Dad?" I'm like, "Okay." Yeah, so then I'll have a go.
As a dad, always looking to please.
Oh yeah. So and that's really where it started.
So when you say Jeremy, do you mean Jeremy Beadle?
Yes, that man.
Okay.
Because he was the
He was about.
Yeah, you didn't actually know.
Watch out. One for the English viewers, that one, I think.
Yeah.
Sorry, go on.
Jeremy Bullock, of course.
Yes.
Yeah.
Man himself. Yes. And it was very nice.
Cool.
Very nice to chat to.
Brilliant. So, how long did you take it to build? Sorry.
3 years.
Okay, and you
Yeah.
built it here
Yeah,
in your garage.
In the garage, yeah. There were some things like I took some of the legs into work because I wanted to make sure with the pillar drop, so I want to make sure that the holes of rock were true. But literally everything else was done literally.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
So it goes to show anyone looking at building, think, I haven't got the space.
Yeah.
I know someone that's built an R2 in their bathroom. I quote him quite often. Yeah, Thomas. That's in Europe, even painted it in his bathroom. But yeah, any small space you can make if you're keen enough to build a droid,
and
even that size, you
don't need the fancy tools as well. I mean, literally, I've got a jigsaw and a couple of saws and a drill.
Got a nice crane for that.
Yeah.
A couple of saws.
It's early. He'll get going. Once he's woken up, he gets going.
They get better.
He gets going.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean,
That's good.
You don't need. Oh yeah, it's nice if you did have all the tools, but
And what's he made out of, James?
It is made out of wood. Literally,
Entirely wood.
all of it is wood. We've got obviously some aluminium, but again, I was lucky enough to be able to machining work. And some resin parts that I felt I did try to make them out of aluminium, and I thought no, those would just look better if they were standard resin, so that they then blend in more with. It's more of a focal point.
Yeah.
People see those and go, oh yeah, So I thought, no, those would rather be resin, but everything else, all the aluminium pieces are shipped up.
Right. Wow. Brilliant.
Very good.
Excellent.
And is there any other droids? Because you kind of finished your droid, you've gone out and shown him, and then you, unlike some others, have, I know you've obviously got a 3D printer now, but you went on and carried on with different domes.
Yeah.
For instance, this one. But you haven't done any of the little droids yet.
No.
As such, but you have CAD'd up some stuff recently.
Yeah, I've done. I've got like like a mouse droid and obviously the 39.1.
All right.
Yeah, that's something I could but it was a case of right. I want to get him back on scratch and up and running. I want to get that done first.
Yeah.
And then once I've done that, got plenty of time to go on and do another droid, smaller droid sort of thing, just to fit in the time and get a running around, I suppose, like the events and stuff. More for the kids.
Yeah, because when you've got the building bug, it's nice to be able to use them, which obviously we can't at the moment during lockdown. So it's nice to find something else to build.
Oh yeah.
So and you've just got this printer, is that right? Because you've had access to a printer at work, haven't you?
Yeah, I've got an S5 Ultimaker S5 in work, and my boss is always like, "Why isn't anyone using it?"
Mm.
And fair play to her. She's like, use it.
Yeah.
It's there. Use it. And, yeah, but we can't really be using it for But she's like, no. But I've been wanting to get one. But it was a bit unsure about justifying the price of how much money it could be.
Yeah.
So the quality, when I know I've got an Ultimaker S5 doing work.
Yep.
But after seeing a few reviews and Sam's review as well, when I was waiting for the butts.
www.youtube.com/SamPrentice. Subscribe today.
And I was waiting for the butts when you're doing it, because obviously that's everyone raves about it.
Of course.
It's like, yeah, but wait for the butts. And then when the butts, and I was like, okay. So I was like, sold. So I went on Banggood, and I thought, it's 167 quid, I think it was at the time. And I thought, right, it's 2 months saving up, job done. And before the second month came up, I had a notification saying that it had been dropped to 130.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Result.
bought it.
Great.
Bought it. Came, got, fit it, put it together. It was straightforward to do. And the first print off has been great.
Cool. So you can now do your 3D prints and not feel so guilty by using the work printer and crack on with stuff here.
Yeah.
So because you've CAD'd up some of your own stuff and you've shared some cool stuff that you've designed yourself over time, especially your card dispenser, which I particularly like because I do the Tops style cards and you've kindly put the dispenser now. Oops.
Oh, look at that reliability.
And it's really strong. So yeah, is it easy to power up? Can you show us your party trick
I can.
with your card dispenser?
Oh,
Steady.
Out with pops.
Basically, right.
sometime later.
Not a bad cup of tea, that, James. Bit milky.
It was a bit milky. Yeah.
Bit milky.
He added him to that one, didn't he?
Yeah, it was like half full before the milk went in. And my concern.
I thought you were going to get a chance to top it up. Sorry.
Yeah, I was.
That's all right. You haven't failed.
There's no failures. There's no failure. I still drank it, James. I still drank it.
No pressure. Calm.
Didn't realise this was going to be so stressed. Clearing his throat. Say hi to the coronavirus nurse.
Hi, Amber. How you doing? You all right?
Oh, you remember the name?
Yes, I remember that name today.
Yeah, good. Thank you, Amber.
Oh, hello. Okay, we have power.
All right. Oh, of course it's not plugged in, is it?
Wait.
Don't short it out.
Your phone's stopping it. Look at that.
Thank you, James. That was well worth the wait, wasn't it, Sam? Here we go again. What's this? Yes, look at that.
It would have a timer on it so that it actually just fires long enough to.
That's cool, isn't it?
Nice one. That's really good. So you can install this in the dome or behind the utility arm. Is that right?
Yeah, at the moment I've done one for the behind the utility arm.
Yeah.
I have done actually a design for fitting behind the radar eye, so it will actually come out of the slot as well.
And where can we find these files, James?
The files are available along with the instructions on my Thingiverse account.
Which is?
Thingiverse, and it's James's R5D4, which will probably have a link in the description below.
Great.
Next question is, what is your most treasured item? Now, it doesn't have to be Star Wars related, but, you know, apart from your family, of course, your good lady and the kids, if there was a fire, what was the first thing you'd grab?
What would you say? What's your most treasured possession?
I think my family photos.
Okay. Yeah, that's good.
I've got more so the stuff that's not online. So basically, childhood photos of myself, my brother, and family from when I was a kid. I've just been looking, just found some recently, and I'm going, everything else is replaceable.
Yeah.
And everything else since the last 20, 30 years is digital.
Yep.
And it's all backed up online.
Yeah.
So, I mean, as much as I love R5 and everything else, and new 3D printer. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Wife out, kids out.
Photos. I like it. Nah, that's good. Yeah, good sentiment, that, mate. Yeah, that's good. And it's interesting you mentioned the printer, though, because you do find that usually people's most current purchase is their most prized possession all of a sudden, because it's this new thing that you want to look after and at least get some use out of it. Let's face it.
Literally, he's done about 3 prints, and that's about it so far. I've had it over a month.
Well, you never know. That's what caused the fire.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. There's a fire. Do you want to get that?
So if you could put yourself in any Star Wars scene throughout the entire franchise, and it's that kudos where you could say, I was there when that happened. So it could be anything. Where would it be?
And it's not necessarily starring in the scene. It's just being there to witness it. What would you like to
Kicking back in the background, lightsaber in hand or something?
I think for everything, I think it would actually be to do with R5.
Would you be a Jawa?
Either a Jawa or
Uncle Owen.
Uncle Owen.
Yeah, okay.
Just
right.
to be
any particular scene?
the scene.
Yeah,
the actual
okay.
scene, you know.
Right.
Just because, I mean, that was one of the reasons why I built R5, because you see it for a brief second, and he has such a quite an iconic.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
And which was the reason why I decided on building it, was because of.
So you would be Uncle Owen.
I would be Uncle Owen.
I'm horrified to tell you and inform you that it doesn't end well for Uncle Owen.
It's not good.
A bit crispy.
Sunburn.
Yeah.
Really bad sunburn. 3 sons.
Three sons.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would do it.
Yeah.
Always wear sun cream, kids.
Exactly. Now, tea related.
Yes.
Have you ever had a bad cup of tea? And where was that?
Yes. Thankfully, I can say this because the mother-in-law will never see this. Yeah, the mother-in-law.
Mother-in-law. And how did it make you feel?
Not enough sugar.
So is she still with us, the mother-in-law?
She is, yes.
Okay, so you still get cups of tea from the mother-in-law?
No, I've had to educate, refine.
Oh, okay.
That when you put sugar in, stir it.
Okay.
It was the stirring. It was
right. You told the mother-in-law what to do.
It was weak, and then as you got further and further, it got stronger and stronger and the sweetness.
Yeah.
And it was like I've waited all that time.
Yeah.
And it was cold.
Okay. And then a bit of an overkill on the sugar.
Yeah, it was a definite sugar rush there.
Yeah. Wow.
Do you need a tissue?
No.
Okay.
So I have another question. I'm going to have to read this one to you because it's a bit long-winded. But a few weeks ago, we were with Glenn,
Yes.
and he set the first R2 builders record by crossing the Humber Bridge. So we have now started Beat Off Glenn. What challenge would you like to do with your astromech, or see someone else do with theirs?
We did actually talk about this after the Great Walk, as they say, and one of the guys actually suggested either walking across our bridge, which is the Severn Bridge, one of the two, or a bit more of an iconic one in Bristol is the Clifton Suspension Bridge.
Yeah. Cool.
So again, it's not as far.
You could go back and forward, though, couldn't
You
you?
could do a day just running back. and
Yeah.
forth. It tests on batteries.
Yeah, because Glyn did have a battery change, which
A battery change.
a battery. Glyn did have a battery change.
Yeah.
Which we sort of accepted, didn't we? We expected that.
Yeah.
And he actually clocked it the other day in his car, and it's 1.9 miles. So it's pretty impressive, pretty good.
Oh yeah.
Which is the longest bridge? Is it Clifton or
the new Severn Bridge?
Right.
Is the longer one of the two.
Do you know how far that is?
No, I don't.
Okay.
know.
Right.
But,
We can find out.
We can find out. Yeah. So it would be just to try and beat a distance record. maybe. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
Maybe even with multiple droids.
Oh, that'd be good.
Okay.
So
And then obviously, then somebody might try and beat you off at some point as well.
I'd like that.
Yeah.
Fancy that, mate?
I'll give it a go. Anything for you, James. Anything for you. Let me ask you another quick question. What's your go-to biscuit with a cup of tea?
Oh. It has to be a chocolate digestive.
Ooh,
Good choice.
I like that. Yeah.
Good choice. Yeah.
Not dunked.
No.
Because it's the chocolate melts in it. No.
So does that mean you just didn't have any today?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. The wife doesn't.
Forgiven. Okay.
She doesn't get those in unless
Less.
necessary.
Okay.
Wow. Okay, I would have thought,
Yeah.
salmon and a cup of tea.
Interesting. Interesting. Maybe we need to change the title and the biscuit, just to be, just to be subtle. But there you go.
There was some promised bacon sandwiches.
There was, yes.
That's gone away as well.
No. Obviously, because of the excitement of filming and setting everything up, I completely forgot. But the bacon is in the fridge, so there will be bacon.
That'd be
We're
nice.
not accepting bribes.
No.
But
No. No, exactly.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, well,
Now we've got a new segment as well, which I don't know if this is going to work or not, but we'll give it a try. So people might be surprised to hear that I can do accents.
really.
So I can talk Bristolian like this, you see, and how are you today, James? And sound just like you.
that's really good. I caught you out of the corner of my eye just then, Lee, and I was like, is that even Lee?
Thanks. I know it sounds like
It's-
just swapped
it's-
over. I know.
It's crazy.
So
What do you think of that?
do you have any hidden talents?
After all this time,
Any party tricks? Anything you could do? Dislocating things or whatever. Can you do any party tricks at all?
we could remove thumbs. No, not
No. Okay.
Do the cat accent again.
So how are you today? No, that wasn't very good. No.
Go on.
How are you today?
How are you?
Woodland?
How are you today? No.
Little Woodland?
I can't do it now. It's gone. It's completely gone. Yeah, it's gone.
South Africa, I can do the southwest accent, i.e., southwest going down, is actually the original English dialect.
Really?
Apparently, when the Vikings and everybody else was invading the country and they were all coming down, and they went up north and they went to Wales, and Wales obviously said, jog on, and they came to come down south, and the southwest tip of England actually kept them out. So,
Because of the accent.
because of the accent, they could do it.
Wow.
They could blend in. So, because of that, obviously, that's why you've got so many different accents.
Right. But I would be able to have blended in, of course, with my
Seamlessly.
Yeah.
Seamlessly.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Well, I think on that bombshell, Sam,
That's crazy. I mean,
I think
I'm
we're done. I
standing.
think really.
I
That's
think we're just about there. Were there any more questions?
No, we're done. We're done.
Well, we're done.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, James.
Thank you, James.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Hospitality,
Thanks for
cup
the
of
tea.
tea, no biscuits.
No biscuits. But bacon rolls.
Bacon
tomorrow,
rolls,
so,
Rolls are coming,
yeah.
yes.
That's good. Thank you
Yeah.
very much.
Great. Good man. Thanks for your time, James.
So, thanks, guys.
Thanks.
Simon Lee, and a cup of tea. It's Simon Lee, and a cup of tea.
Well, that was Sam and Lee and a cup of tea. Sam and Lee and a cup of your tea. Yeah. What did you think of that then, Lee?
That was fun. That was good. Oh, look at you and your fancy tea. Is this the tea?
This is tea2. This is a sleeping tea, actually. I probably shouldn't be drinking that now. But that's if, obviously, the rest of the audience haven't already nodded off.
Yeah, they don't need to sleep that.
But we
That's
don't
good.
want people to nod off, of course, because I'm about to ask you the big question. Lee, tell us everything that's been happening at Pinewood over the past few weeks.
Okay, well, as it happens, I've been talking to Lucasfilm, and they've allowed me to give some news about the filming we're doing at the moment.
Right,
So-
hang on then. Let's put you in. Go for it. Lee, you're muted. You've muted yourself. No,
So, it's really kind of Lucasfilm to allow me to give that information. And, it's just so exciting. So anyway, now on to Droids in Focus.
TT8L/Y7 was first seen in the Return of the Jedi and more recently in The Mandalorian. A model of a security droid consisting of an extending eye stalk with an orange photoreceptor, the TT8L/Y7 gatekeeper droid was installed in doors and entryways to screen visitors and scan for weapons. Considered obnoxious and invasive, TT8L/Y7 enjoyed their positions of control and were nicknamed Tattletale droids due to their demeanor in pursuit of fulfilling their programming. They spoke in a barking metallic voice, used an attached speaker, and had a grating laugh. TT8L/Y7 also functioned as holocams. Manufactured by Servo Droid Incorporated, the TT8L/Y7 was in use across the galaxy for years. During the Clone Wars, one was installed outside the main entrance of Rishi Station, the Grand Army of the Republic listening post, and the Tradishan scavenger Charnik had a pair of these droids installed in the airlock of his freighter, the Vulture's Claw. General Grievous, the leader of the Separatist droid army, had several TT8L/Y7s in his fortress on a third moon of Vasek. The Hutt Crown Lord Jabba had one fitted into the front gate of his palace on Tatooine, which was considered to be one of the most infamous and annoying examples ever used.
Oh, DroidBuilders raffle! Yay! It's only £1.
And we're back in the room. That was drinks. There was drinks. That was sorry. That was Droids in Focus. We're back in the room. Hope you enjoyed it, Lee. We didn't get to hear what you said about the Pinewood stuff. The mic cut out and it muted. And what? Repeat. Let us know what it said.
It's fine this end. Now, I've only been given permission by Lucasfilm to give that information once to the audience. So and that was it. That was me giving the information. So
Yeah, but you didn't hear the information. That was the problem. I've had lots of messages.
I'm sorry, but yeah, I dove up to that information and that was it. Sorry.
Oh, okay. So what's next?
So moving on. Sorry about that, Sam. We've got to mention the what have we got to mention?
The new track that's coming out for Christmas. And I'll put up a link now. There we go.
God, yeah, put a link up there. That'll be a good place.
Okay.
There you go.
There we go.
So get practicing. We haven't got any prizes yet, but not for this show anyway. But for the Christmas show, there will definitely be prizes for the track. So please get practicing. It may be fastest lap. It may be the most laps. I don't know what it's going to be. We'll reveal it on the day. It's not necessarily what you'd expect it to be to win a prize, but we have got a trophy, of course, a special Christmas-themed one, and there'll be something else as well. Something else. Pretty cool.
And again, thanks again to Big Daddy P, Darren Paulson, for his fantastic skills with the track and the droid building bits and pieces that he's been doing. So well done, Darren. Thank you.
Yeah, we've got new tracks coming and all sorts. So yeah, he's a good man. Good work.
So the
Okay.
next event is on the 6th. That's the 6th of December.
Yes.
It's the big show. So make
Yeah.
sure you tune in for that. There'll be a link following this that I'll put up. So make sure you save that. What else have we got? Michael Badley.
Michael Badley. Let's have a chat with Michael Badley. He's a good man. Yeah, bring him in.
There he is.
Hey, here he is.
Did I miss
I've seen him for ages.
You did
No.
miss out on Cuddles a little bit, but we missed out on Cuddles as well. So, you know, it's this is weird, isn't it? We're all wearing glasses and we're all of a certain age.
Well,
Well,
Michael,
with me.
his glasses. I haven't seen him so long. I can see his glasses have changed. I remember that much.
hair though, Sam?
Yeah, all right.
Yes.
Okay.
It's like a really crap game of Guess Who, isn't it?
Blimey, we brought you on to be friendly here, Mike. Oh, not to take the mic away out of me.
Sorry, it's a lie. I didn't realise.
Ganging up. I don't know. Last time we have you on this show. So how are you, Michael? Are you well?
You two. It is so good. I miss you guys so much, and it's a nightmare. This kind of situation we're in, where we get to see each other in a virtual world and not actually cuddle, because we like cuddling.
That's right. I'm not even wearing trousers. So
I've got to say, one.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to interrupt, but the one good thing about this lockdown, Michael, has kindly been created by you, which is Drinks and Droids. You know, we just thought we'd bring you on and mainly, nice to catch up, but remind people of Drinks and Droids. I haven't been on for a little while. I've been off working and what have you, which I explained to people earlier on and gave them a huge spoiler, which I think Sam screwed up the sound on or something, and they didn't get it. But yeah, it's, you know, I've missed you, and I'm going to try and get on tonight. I'm going to get in.
but he's got Comedy Gala to attend first. That he's a special guest on.
It's not a comedy gala. It's Rancho.
Come on, you and all the steeples are on it. Of course, it's a comedy gala.
Oh, is this the Obi-Wan Ranch thing? Rancho?
Yeah.
Okay.
Dan's a bit upset. He didn't get an invite, Michael. He's not on the show. He's not on Rancho Obi-Wan's show. So
It's there's kind of layers, isn't there? You've got McMaster's, Steeples, and whatnot, and then that's British Got Apprentice. But
yeah.
Well, you know, I'm not a brown nose, you see. That's the that's the trick to it. But again, you know, Michael, going back to your Drinks and Droids, you know, it's bi-weekly. How can people get involved if they want to join in tonight?
Well, we'll fire loads of posts to it on the group. It's on Zoom. All you need is a laptop, a camera, microphone, and sound. Now, one of the things that we get asked a lot about is can you just join and listen? Of course you can. I think people sometimes a little bit nervous in joining the group. Is that like a DroidBuilders voyeur? It is a little bit, yeah.
Like,
watch.
You can just listen and watch.
I think that the whole point of it really was, and going way back to when we started this, was we hit this lockdown for about 2 months. I don't know if you remember that, about 9 or 10 months ago, and we just wanted to connect people, because it was a bit of a lonely time, and people just wanted to talk and have a bit of a laugh. So we came up with this idea, and it's gone on since then really, and people can just join. It's literally just relax, chat, talk about droids, drink a little bit, have a bit of a laugh, and more importantly, I guess, meet people and just build up friendship really.
Yeah, it has been a great way of keeping in touch with people and meeting new people as well. You know, I can't wait to go to the Comic Cons and physically meet some of these people that I've only got to know this year. You know, it'd be great. It'd be good. And, credit to you, Michael, for doing it. You know, it's been brilliant. It's been really good.
How much longer do you think it's going to be until you forget on actually how to interact with people?
Is what? Sorry, Sam, say that again.
How long do you think it's going to be before you forget how to correctly interact with people?
I think I've already done that.
Oh, really? Okay.
No. This whole virtual world, weird. You know, I think you spend time at work like this, and then you spend time in your leisure time with this, but you still, the etiquette's changed a little bit. But like you say, Lydia, I mean, getting back to normality. I mean, we've got 3 bloody vaccines on the table now, which is fantastic. So coming out of flu season in March onwards, we should be in a position where we can start to come back to some sort of semblance of normality. The best thing for Drinks and Droids out of everything is connecting all of the groups together. You know, we've always had divisions almost by geography, not intentionally, but just, you know, you've got guys in the States, you've got guys in Spain, you've got guys in Canada, Australia, and suddenly now all the friendships now across borders, which means that when we eventually get to some sort of Comic-Con, we can all join, hopefully get some more of the international crew together, people will just know each other. I mean, that's been astounding, really.
Brilliant, yeah. Great. And Michael, tell me, how do you prepare for this? You know, what preparations going into this evening's Drink and Joys? What preparation do we need, and what preparation do you make for the evening?
Yes, so we start about 3 p.m. I generally start with a little bit of yoga and kind of mindfulness. No, I mean it's quite easy. You get a box of tinnies, a few drinks, stick them under the desk. And then about, I don't know, 6 o'clock, 6:30, just fire up, you know, polish the lens a little bit, and off we go. So there's not a lot of preparation. What we started off was a very, very kind of, I guess it was structured, and a series of events where we'd split up into rooms and we'd do different kind of activities, and that was absolutely amazing. And what it's gone to now really is where we're still getting everybody online, but we're just randomly split off into groups and just chat. People know what they're doing. They know how you know, meeting up with old friends, and there's pretty much some quite ongoing laughs and jokes that are on there. You know, your famous slip that you had when you were doing your building is still talked about.
Okay. Yeah, people had it as their backdrop on Zoom. I did notice.
Absolutely. We have the famous Rick where he set fire to his droid and he was trying to put it out like this, which keeps going. So
because that was caught in CCTV as well, wasn't it? That's right.
It was. It seems to be themed around people making, you know, cock-ups or falling over, and then everybody laughing with them.
Why not? Nothing wrong with that. But Michael, you know, time's getting on. It's only a few minutes until you go live for your Drinks and Joys. So how do people get on there if they've never been there before? How do they find the link? How do they get on to Drinks and Joys?
There's a Zoom link. If you go onto our Facebook group, there's in the events there's a Zoom page, and then what I tend to do is throw the Zoom link a few times on our Facebook page. I pop them up sometimes on the R2 Builders and the UK Builders as well, and then anybody who wants to come along, you just click on the link, and hey presto, you arrive within a bunch of enthusiastic lunatics.
Great. And in the unlikely event that somebody hasn't got your Facebook page, Michael, it's Mr. Badley Printed Droid. Is that right?
It is. Yes, it's
members. Yes.
www.facebook.com/groups/Mr. Badley, or you can just search Mr. Badley's Printed Droids and it kind of comes up. And as I said, we do pop it in some of the other groups as well, just to try and give everybody the opportunity to pop along.
Good man.
Cool.
Right.
Yeah, you're like a sexy headmaster.
That's been said many times. So.
Only by Sam.
By Sam, yeah.
Who knows? Well, that's great. Well, anyway, that's kind of the end of the show. We'll let you crack on, Michael. Thank you very much for joining us. Any final words, Lee?
No, just goodbye and thank you for everybody watching. And don't forget, 6th of December, from midday until 5 p.m, we've got DroidBuilders live for 5 hours.
That's of course UK time, right?
UK time, indeed. Yeah.
Is that Christmas edition?
This is Christmas edition, indeed. Yeah.
Are you doing Santa again?
Doing Santa?
Well,
I've heard the
wait and see. No spoilers here, Michael. No spoilers.
Okay. I look forward to that.
All right.
Anyway,
take care. See you soon. I'll see you soon on the Zoom chat, Michael.
I'll see you in a few minutes.
His Comedy Gala. We shall see you next time. Goodbye for now. Bye.